I feel like it wasn't it the getting in front of the people and trying to make them laugh. I think it's not scary because I've been like that since I was a little girl. I guess I grew up in a house where there was a lot of conflict in my family, and I was always trying to break the conflict either between my father and my sister, or my grandma and my grandpa, or my grandma and my mom, by making everybody laugh. Like I would always break the conflict by dressing up or go find something and put something in my head and imitate someone from the family, or and I would always like break these very tense moments with being a clown. And same thing happened in school. I guess I had a scoliosis when I was very young, and I had to wear these braces, which, if I didn't make fun of myself, I would have gotten bullied incredibly. And what I did instead of, I would just be the clown. And, I would just be making people laugh all day, every day of my life. Same thing with like when I got to middle school and everybody started like kind of like understanding that I was gay or different, and they would call me like gay or lesbian, and because I was trying to be something else, and I guess they caught up on it and they started calling me names. And then I to break out of that, I started being the clown again. Like I was trying to be something else in middle school, and they just caught me real quick. So I became again once again the clown. I was always like the comedy relief of everything in my house with my friends. So when I stand up there, I feel the same way as I feel when I see a bunch of people at work, and I have this thought of like, I'm gonna get in there and make everybody laugh. I don't know. I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna wait until it's the right moment to say the right thing. That's so like crazy that everybody's gonna be like, ah, So I, it wasn't scary to stand in front of people. It's not scary. What I don't like is writing. So you know how you said some people are really good at writing, but they're not great at standing up in front of people or being the stand-up comedian. I feel like my struggle is writing. I the things that so I'm very funny just apparently by just being the things that I say, but they're not made to be a show, right? You need to have like you can't talk a lot, it has to be short, you have to have a punchline. So my friend helps me by building it. So I tell her like this funny story, like the one I told you about not making it in Grey's Anatomy. And between her and Gwendolyn, actually, they kind of like co-write with me and help me find the moments, like do this here, do that there. My friend helps me with the writing, and Gwendolyn helps me I do it for her first. And she helps me, like, with pronunciation. Sometimes I say the wrong thing, and she's like, that's not how you say that word. And, or like, Gwendolyn is very, very honest, and she's just like, "That's not funny." It's so funny because when I try to write something myself that would work out if we were in the office, it's not the same as going to a show. So I think like that. I tell Gwendolyn, and she's like, "That's not funny." So then, I work on it, and I find that process of writing and working on it exhausting. So I've always said my dream life would be to be in a sitcom acting and have somebody else write it. And I'll just, I have really good comedy timing and all these things. Just give me the thing and I'll do it. But writing is what I find exhausting.